I don't think I remember the last time I got a message like this. It's very powerful. I'm going to say that you're sort of on a spiritual pilgrimage of sorts, or, you know, you have cast certain things or people out in a final kind of sense. You know, you were holding a lot of resentment or discouragement about this historically, or there's just been some turmoil within a relationship or within situations in your life, or maybe even just within yourself. I do feel like it's linked to others though, just because there's sort of this sense of reflecting on someone. This would probably be something kind of foundational, but not necessarily. Again, it could be sort of past chapters of your life that you're letting go of, but I see it more as another person. It's like you stopped giving energy to something. Probably because they're kind of holding on to either confusion or a sense of chaos, or, you know, you also, this kind of talks about maybe a lot of interest in you, or just a lot happening in the outside influence, but you're sort of more inward right now. I'm going to say you're very focused internally and on higher meaning. You're represented by the High Priestess. And when I clarify that, we get the Hierophant, which I very much think of as the masculine to the High Priestess, and we have the Fool. And so this is sort of taking a leap of faith to answer the call, you know, gain that deeper insight. And like really it feels like sort of embarking on that fool's journey, or that process of initiation. And this was probably born through difficulty, through strenuous or stressful situations that you're sort of releasing. And I think that you've probably learned a lot through that process. I do think there's a lot happening around you, or maybe a lot of communication. In a lot of ways, I feel like it is very much a time for you to sort of just reflect on oneself and take action on your own endeavors, whatever those may be. Let me pull an advice spread. Before I do that, I do want to take a moment to promote my Patreon. That is where all the extended versions of these readings go, as well as other exclusive content and monthly art prints. It is a great way to support me as an independent creative and artist. That being said, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one level, I do have several options available for personal readings, and I'm having a sale right now, so it's a really ideal time to book if you want to. All right, advice. This could, you know, come down to a choice in some way, to let go of certain people or certain things that, and maybe that's challenging because, but it suggests that you make sort of, or to make some sort of massive decision with love in your heart, but for yourself, if that makes sense. And this may even be painful for you or for someone else, but you're also, I think that you have a lot on your mind as far as just what you're doing. And, you know, it's almost kind of suggesting that, you know, whatever patterns or things you've sort of engaged with in the past, right, that maybe are sort of satisfying or bring sort of a win in a way, it always kind of winds up disappointing. It's, you know, it's not, truly fulfilling, if that makes sense. Though it does seem to maybe bring you stability. So if you're at sort of a stable place, that's really ideal, because it allows you to make these transitions or transformations or whatever from a more balanced place, you know. And I also feel like I also kind of get this sense of regret around just like maybe squandering your potential in the past, or not realizing your potential, and sort of expending all of this energy into things that don't really yield any true reward. So maybe you're kind of being called to reflect on that, because all that just came out. But strength. This is very much, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. It's that kind of card. It often makes me think of the story of Daniel being sent to the lion's den. Because she's taming the beast with kindness, with a gentle nature, and is displaying a true sense of power through her compassion and through her peaceful way of being. She divinely understands how to approach that lion and just, calm it right down and have no fear. So often things are depicted being conquered through force or through brutality even, but with strength, it is done through faith. So having that courage to, tame that beast. So you might have to sort of refine a lot of aspects of yourself. This could talk about gaining more self-control, because also where it does talk about strength, there's a lot of strengths one can develop within oneself, This sort of talks about even disappearing for a while, in a way. Maybe really putting work into something, because in your perspective, we have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So this is kind of going with an inspiration, with a vengeance, right? Meaning that you're just zeroed in on what you're doing. And, maybe not socializing so much, because there's really kind of a lot of inward energy, again, a lot happening internally. So it's sort of encouraging you to project that into the world creatively and productively, rather than however else. And then that is accompanied by the sun. Something also might be revealed, or you may gain there's something happening outside my house. You may gain insight into something, or something could be revealed, or maybe you're even waiting to reveal something, or there's a need to. Like, there's something about timing with all of this. There could be someone who returns in some kind of way. I did not see that message coming at all. Side note, someone could be kind of taking their time. You might have someone who's even outright ignoring you. That might not last forever. I don't even want to give that, but sincerely, that's what's coming out. I don't know why. I guess you'll know why when it happens. Maybe some kind of clarity is granted to you, or you have to or you have to speak something. But this definitely has to do with the past conflict or some kind of conflict that you're involved with or have been involved with, probably, you know, more recently than not, I would say. So I'm going to take this to the extended reading on my Patreon. If you want to join us there, amazing. If not, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day.